Ooh, just the burst of energy we needed right now while suffering from cabin fever. Extraction is a new Netflix movie and I guess an MCU reunion. It's produced by the Russo brothers, stars Chris Hemsworth, and is directed by Marvel stunt coordinator Sam Hargrave. It's about a black market mercenary named Tyler Rake, who is hired to go to Dhaka, Bangladesh to save a 14-year-old boy kidnapped by a drug lord who controls the local police. Tyler fights his way through this cruel underworld, and meanwhile finds a new significance to his life. Sam Hargrave puts his expertise in stunt work to maximum use here. Extraction is a non-stop action flick filled with adeptly photographed combat scenes. The highlight is a single shot that goes on for over 11 minutes, taking the action from inside moving vehicles to on foot and back into moving vehicles. Several times the camera swings inside and then outside the car during this high-speed chase, and you just have to think to yourself, how did they manage that? The recent movie The Rhythm Section did a similar uncut chase sequence from inside a car, and it did it okay, but the camera kept moving too close to the windshield, making it hard to make out what's ahead. There are no problems like that here. Throughout this long take and all of the action scenes, you have clear perception for everything going on. The only drawback is a few times when someone remains completely functional after what should have been a severe blow, like when a car slams into Tyler Rake, sending him flying off screen, and the next time we see him is a moment later when he's pulling up in a truck telling the boy to get in. So somehow he just walked away from getting thrown by a car. This is an action movie that is bolstered by efficient characterization. Tyler Rake is this guy who just doesn't see any meaning in his life, and even as he goes on this dangerous mission, he doesn't care what happens to him. He soon finds out that there are other people trying to save the kid for the same reasons that he is, not because there's a young life at risk, but because there's a bounty on his head. When this is made aware to the young boy, he says to Tyler, "So to everyone, I'm just a package, one that's wrapped in brown paper." And it's at that point where Tyler realizes that he needs to look at this mission differently. It's scenes like this with him and the boy that have you engaged in what's going on. Chris Hemsworth gives a hardcore performance as this fearless soldier who has nothing to lose. With the exception of maybe bad times at the El Royale, I can't think of another time that he's been this great. The young actor who plays the boy, he's fine for the most part. There is a scene where he's being chased through an apartment complex and he runs into one of the rooms yelling for help, but he doesn't sound truly terrified. I think they could have used another take there. Aside from that, though, he's pretty good. David Harbour is also in this movie, but his part feels rather jammed into the story. His character comes into the picture quite out of nowhere. He shows up to give some admittedly interesting dialogue that puts Tyler in something of a conundrum, but then he's just gone from the movie after that. For all its flaws, Extraction is a very well-made action movie with brilliantly filmed set pieces and enough characterization to be compelling. So if you got Netflix, give it a watch. Also, don't blink at the final second of this movie, or you'll miss an ambiguous detail that will leave you thinking for at least a little while after it's over. On the Factor Facts, Extraction pulls out a 72%. That's a wrap. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this review helpful. Like and share, subscribe for more. This is Pop Culture. I'm Alex Pop.